Hello, I'm Renee Pillor with Artists for Life, and we're so glad you could come and be with us today while we have Martha Stewart. Not Martha Stewart from Home Decorating, but Marty Stewart, the artist. She's one of our Artists for Life, and she's here today all the way from Abu Dhabi to tell us a little bit more about her teaching of art and her paintings and her love of life and art. We're so glad you're here. Tell us a little bit about your artwork. You're, I guess, a water painter, aren't you? Isn't that your specialty? And you teach, is that true?
Yeah, I paint watercolor and I teach watercolor. I'm American, but I live in Abu Dhabi because that's where we feel God has put us. And I have 7 grandchildren, and I have 3 daughters and a son, and I would not ever, could never imagine any of them not being alive, you know, for any reason. So I agree with your...
So when you paint, you get to create.
Yes.
How does that make you feel?
Well, I feel like I'm praising God because He is the one who created you know, us, creation. I paint waves and shells and my grandchildren and silly camels, and I just feel like it's praising God because He created all these things for His glory.
He could have made them all in black and white, but He didn't,
And
did
He made colors.
Yeah.
And I just, I think He loves it when we love His creation.
It's almost like He's tapping us on the shoulder and saying, see, I'm right here with you, isn't He? So when you paint a mother and a child, like you have a picture you've brought with you, you want to show it? This is actually your daughter, Natalie.
Yeah, right.
And Isaac.
Yeah.
And what are you captivating here? A mother and a child.
Yeah, it's my first grandson, first grandchild. Very exciting, and it makes you appreciate. When she was born, she was my first daughter, and I thought I had discovered chocolate because babies are amazing, creation of God. And when my husband saw our first little baby, he thought, where did she come from? Is she an alien? Did she was already alive before she was born, and then she appears, and we're supposed to take care of her, and she's very precious, and my grandchildren are very precious, and I love painting them. I appreciate them more when I paint them because I really look at them.
Yes. So tell me, what would you say to a young mother who, unlike your daughter who's had so much support, doesn't have the support when she finds herself pregnant? Maybe she's not married. How do you encourage somebody like that? I know you have a big heart, and you just care about everybody.
Well, their baby is precious, and I hope that they would do everything they can to make sure that baby is taken care of.
You know, every piece of art you've made, you've done it with intention and purpose. Right. And when we think about the fact that some people never can have children, we know that even if we didn't plan it, that God designed every child, right?
Right.
Even the ones that we didn't plan.
Should I get this other painting?
Sure. You have a couple other pieces you brought with.
Well, this is my daughter Bethany, my second daughter, and my son Billy, the surprise baby boy after 3 girls. Julie, my daughter Julie, I didn't bring, but and now my daughters are having babies, and I feel very blessed. So I love painting them because I live on the other side of the world, and I feel close to them when I paint them.
So you're thousands of miles away, and you're so happy now that you're in the States and with them, and you love the ocean, don't you? In fact, what did you name your daughter again?
Bethany.
And where do you live? In the
right
United
beside
States?
Bethany Beach.
By Bethany Beach. There you go.
She's named after that.
What about one of your beautiful other camels? Let's do the kissing camels.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, I'll show you these. This one is my favorite, actually.
I love that.
And it's painted from a photograph that someone captured. Even camels love each other.
That's beautiful.
Us people, you know, we can even love more. But this one's kind of smiling.
They're a special creation, aren't they?
This guy's pretty proud. Yeah, they're just funny and fun.
Look at the eyelashes.
And then these are 4 camels in a row, and my husband laughs when he sees this
They're your kids?
because he thinks they're wondering what we're talking about. And then this is just a standard one I got printed on coffee cups, and he's just colorful.
He's beautiful. He looks like
So-
he belongs to somebody very important.
I use a lot of salt when I paint, and lots of bright colors. So
Ooh, I like the effect the salt gives it. They're just lovely. So isn't it fun to create? And what God puts into the creation of every life is beyond anything we can even measure.
Yeah.
And certainly we all want to embrace and support anyone who's in an unplanned pregnancy,
Yeah.
because it is a life and it's a human life, and
Yeah.
we love all children, and so we can put people in touch with others who support and help. It takes a lot of people working together to come around somebody who wants to choose life. So let me encourage you to choose life. And Marty, you are a great example of somebody who radiates life and love.
thanks. I love the word radiate.
And thank you for
And I-
coming all the way from Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
Who would have ever guessed? Your husband's a businessman there, isn't he?
Yeah, he's helping people, spreading the light of God in a dark place.
Yeah.
Everywhere's dark. We're as believers, we're all doing that.
Yeah.
And I think I just would like to say, the epitome of God's creation is man, people.
Yes.
And a little baby is not the same as a little kitten or a dog, even though they're beautiful too.
They're made in God's
But
image.
babies and people is the epitome of God's creation, and we need to value them with everything we've got.
And
You
we
don't
value animals already, but we have to put the
Right.
babies, humans, on a
Right.
different level.
You don't leave a person behind in war, and you don't leave a baby behind in the womb.
Well said.